this is worthy of a mention that yesterday, one of my sermons on the Kyle Rittenhouse case is that they're trying to pass it off as Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. And I preached long and hard. It's actually California against the inner part of the United States that they believe that they rule over, that they dictate to, that anybody not on the coast is a lesser race, and they demand to dictate to them. Now that is what I said. Okay, it's the same with the election. It wouldn't matter if it was Trump, wouldn't matter who it was. I would say the same thing, that Los Angeles and the celebrities view themselves as a master race, and everybody else in the United States is a bunch of goddamn hillbillies, and they demand to dictate to them. Okay, now, what do I see? I wake up, what's the first thing I see? Now, this is on Fox News. I click back and forth between them, MSNBC and CNN, just to get basic news. But look at what I wake up to after what I said. Hollywood roars. Celebs line up to mock Rittenhouse after sobbing on stand. So let's click on this. Don't forget what I said the day before. That pounding music they do. Okay, so look at what we've got. Hollywood. A bunch of goddamn actors is speaking out over video showing Kyle Rittenhouse crying in court while testifying in his murder trial. Okay, so blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Now, Roseanne Arquette, apparently some kind of actor, says, Kyle Rittenhouse is a murderer. The end. Actress Rosanna Arquette wrote on Twitter, while actor Dave Bautista fumed, fuck that kid. Okay, first of all, she says he's a murderer. Well, that's what the trial is for, is to determine that. So we have this master race of actors dictating to the rest of the country, like the little people. The video, which shows Rittenhouse crying hysterically, he wasn't crying hysterically, he had a panic attack. He had a panic attack. That's not crying. Also, to a response from Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James, who pressed send on a tweet asking Rittenhouse, what tears? What tears? Okay, I didn't see one, James added. Man, knock it off. That boy ate some lemon heads. That boy, that is the equivalent of a black person calling a white person the N-word. That boy ate some lemon heads before walking into court. Others in Tinseltown also expressed their reactions and blah, blah, blah while he was being chased. Tinseltown says this is how the first take of a crying scene can look. Weeks of anxiety to push the tears out, and you come up empty, actor Kevin Zegers tweeted. Okay, so we have these actors who demand to dictate to the little people in the rest of the United States. They don't give a damn what the rest of the United States thinks. They view themselves as a master race who dictates every election and every thought there is. Top Chef host Padma Lakshmi, time for America to redefine what it means to be a promising young man. Well, in a since deleted tweet, Godfather of Harlem star Vincent D'Onofrio said, personally, I've never seen acting like that from you, but yes, some less experienced actors. Now, here we go. George Takei. True, he was in an internment camp when they bombed Pearl Harbor. Get over it, man. Get over it. He's still mad. He's still mad that he did not get the scene in Star Trek where they didn't let him ride on the back of Captain Kirk as Kirk whinnied like a horse. Well, that would have been George Takei's dream come true. That's why he used a statement at a Star Trek convention. He looks over at Shatner out of the middle of nowhere, says, I wanted to say this for 40 years. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Okay, so he's still going on and on and on. Now see, notice the connection with the horse. He wanted to ride on Captain Kirk's back as he whinnied like a horse, thinking he was a horse. But George Takei, no, he was in Star Trek, but he's over in California. Therefore, he now dictates to the rest of the United States. If you want to see how justice often leans hard toward privilege, watch the judge in the Rittenhouse case. A deplorable example indeed. Nobody asks his goddamn opinion. What right does he have, because he was in Star Trek, to preach his wild statements as if he's one of them, the actor who dictates to the little people? I mean, anyway, there you go. Okay, all you need to know. What a shit show. Tweeted comedian Brian Guest of Schroeder's cell phone ringing during the trial, playing the Greenwood song, I'm Proud to Be an American. Okay, they're talking about a trial going on. A trial going on. That's the purpose of the trial. Yeah, we have to put up with Hollywood actors preaching like they are some kind of a goddamn master race.